This is the simple gear train with an idler. The order it is in is drive input, idler, and driven output. The direction of flow between the two are the same because of the idler gear, and it has a ratio of 1 to 1.
Just like any other simple gear train, its flow of power is reversible.
This is the simple gear train. It has an increased speed and a decreased torque because it doesn't have enough power, just like a PT Cruiser or a Fiat. This is a simple gear train. It has a ratio of 1 to 1, a constant speed, and a constant torque. It moves in the opposite direction, and the flow of power is reversible. Input movement for the lead screw is rotary, and the output movement is linear. It has 4.75 revolutions a crank. The flow of power is not reversible, however, the direction of travel is reversible, and the force is increased. This is a bevel gear assembly. It has a 90-degree angle, a constant speed, and a constant torque. As speed increases, torque decreases. Its gear ratio is 1 to 1, and it has a reversible flow of power. This is a Warman wheel assembly. It has a 90-degree angle, a decreased speed, and an increased torque. The gear ratio is 24 to 1. The flow of power is non-reversible, and the direction of travel is reversible. This is a chain drive. The smaller wheel is the input drive, and the bigger wheel is the driven output. The angle is parallel. It has an increased speed and a decreased torque. The ratio is 18 to 30, or 3 to 5. What happens to the speed is that the smaller gear drive makes the speed decrease while the torque is increased. The shift output is the same, and it is found in things such as bicycles, engines,
Or anything with a chain.
This is a belt drive. The one on the right is the drive, and the one on the left is the driven. The shafts are parallel, the speed is constant, and the torque is constant. It has a ratio of 1 to 1, and what happens to the speed and torque of the larger one is the speed increases, torque decreases. It has to move in the same direction, and the belts cross its opposite. This is a cam and follower gear. The bottom is the cam and the top is the follower. The input movement is rotary, the output is reciprocating. It follows one time for every revolution of crank. Its flow of power is non-reversible. Its direction of flow is non-reversible. This is a crank and slider. The crank is on the left and the slider is on the right. It has an input rotary movement and an output reciprocating. It is 2 inches in diameter, and it has a non-reversible flow of power. If the diameter of the crank was to increase, so would the distance.